you have to request an accommodation. And on this, it's interesting what pops up. Folks think, okay, well, if they see what I look like and they know what I am, or if they know that I'm an Orthodox Jew because I've told them already, they should know that I need time off for Shabbos or Yom Tov. Why is this coming up as an issue? And I throw that right back at you, which is that, sorry, the same way in which we don't want employers to make assumptions about you based upon what you look like during the hiring process, we don't want them making assumptions about you in any way, shape, or form. And so if you need an accommodation, you have to speak up and ask for it. And the most usual place to ask for it is human resources. It might be a supervisor, but you have to ask for it. Another question that I've had a few times, well, I was not observant for most of my life, and I recently became observant. Am I allowed to ask for something? I've been working for this company, this hospital, this employer for 5 years, 4 years, 8 years, whatever it is, and I never asked for anything, but now I'm observing. Can I ask for it? And the answer is, yes, you can. You have that right. If this is your observance and it's sincerely held, you have the right to ask for it, and the employer has to accommodate you, and the employer has no right to challenge you and say, wait a minute, I remember last year, you came to work on Yom Kippur, and now you're asking for time off every Shabbos? Now, let me caution you, if you're advising any of your friends about this, if they find out that you went to, the amusement park on Shabbos, or that you're posting on Facebook on Shabbos, which people do, they can throw that right back at you, and that actually might be a fireable offense. The employer is required to engage in an interactive process to see if an accommodation can be reached. Interactive process doesn't mean, and I've seen this very often, I asked and they said no. That's not an interactive process. An interactive process means, and it has to be a meaningful interactive process, it means they have to sit down with you and find out what is it that you need and what is it that's been done in the past and what is it that they can do and what works and what cannot work and what possible accommodation can be reached. It cannot be a simple no. In the same manner in which we don't want employers saying, oh, well, this just seems too difficult, I'm not even going to bother hiring someone who has a religious observance, we also don't want them just saying no. We want them to consider everything. In that process, you may be required to provide further information on your religious practice.